Welcome. This is exciting. My name is Alan Pizzoni. Welcome to my first video. Well, at least the first YouTube video that I do in this matter, where I'm showing my face. I'm showing you guys my open account, real live account, and it's exciting. I want to take this year to do something a little bit different. And what you're seeing by different is exactly this. I want to be completely transparent about my trading this year on this account where I have opened on a regulated broker. I have swapped brokers because, as you may or may not know, unregulated brokers are losing their MT4 license. MT4 MetaTrader license are completely getting kicked out, and they can no longer offer that platform. So things are definitely changing, right? There are changing in the market. They're changing in this industry, and you just got to find your way to navigate through that, and let's see who makes it through, right? I hope and wish the best for everybody. But like I said, I have opened a new account with ATC Brokers. I am not affiliated with them. I don't rep them or nothing like that. There's just a regulated company that I chose to go ahead and trade with, because since they're regulated, they're not going to lose their MT4 license. And trading with a regulated broker does give you some peace of mind, let's say, because I am not trading small amount of capital. As you can see here in the account, I have close to $120,000 at the moment. At the moment, right? You'll see how this thing is going to grow throughout the year. And like I said, this is exciting. I'm not here, first off, to give you guys motivational quotes, how to live your life, how to feel some way like, oh, this person is living better than I am, or entertain you. I am not an entertainer, okay? I am simply here to show you guys something that I love to do, and that's trading. I love to trade. I will trade until I die. The markets are obviously closed right now, and I'm looking at the charts. I'm just addicted to analyzing, to calculating risks, to taking the risk and feeling that rush of having a lot of capital in line. But that's just me, right? Call me sick, call me an addict, let's say, to gambling. But trading, as you may or may not know, it's not considered gambling if you are playing it right. It's a probability game, right? Where you have to find your edge and control your risk, control your downside. And guess what? Within a quarter of the year, you are profitable. All right. You just have to stick it through, play it out, and good things come from it. I'll tell you that much. All right. So that is pretty much it. So I don't want to bore you guys more than that. But like I said, I am not an entertainer. I'm simply here just going to try to do something different this year. And that's going to be completely transparent with this account. I want you guys to see how it's going to grow. This account is connected on myfxbook. It's connected on MLQ5, I believe that's what it's called. It's connected on Social Trader. It's connected everywhere. And all those platforms are public. And you can see the trade history. You can see the withdrawals. You can see everything. And if you like, you could also follow my trades. You could trade copy them, and you will receive these exact trades in your account. That's if you like, right? But first, let's break things down. Also, the objective with these videos is to give you guys breakdown, and not only to show you, oh, the account is growing. No, I want to actually break down 1 or 2 pairs, 3 pairs, depending how this goes. I want to break it down for you guys so you guys can see how I analyze, how simple it is, and how I enter these trades and why I enter these trades, right? Because that's the whole objective. Like I said, I'm not here to show off. I am not here to entertain you. I'm just simply here to try to educate whoever is starting off in this space, and to kind of throw in some good in this whole field, right? Because you probably follow 1,000 or hundreds of gurus online, and this industry is very polluted, let's say, with fakeness, right? I don't want to talk down anybody. God bless them. Wish everybody the best. I don't have a hate bone in my body. I just wish that more real traders would stick their faces out and do more marketing, show how it could be done, how it could be real, right? So maybe I think that's one objective where I'm trying to get. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not trying to say I'm an angel. No, we none of us are. I'm just want to try to do something different, and maybe what I have seen through the years, what's missing in this industry, maybe I just want to go ahead and try to do something different for the good of the industry. Because like I said, I am addicted to trading. I've been trading for over 8 years. I have traded everything. I've started with options, stock markets, everything, and it's just something that it's in my veins. Okay, let's. All right. With further ado, like I said, you won't get this entire explanation in other videos. I'm only saying and expressing all of this because it's like I said, it's my first video, and I'm excited. It's Saturday. I should be enjoying my weekend, but I'm here and I want to keep doing this. I want to stay true to this because, like I said, it's something I've been postponing. Like, you just end up doing that. You're like, why am I going to do it? Why am I going to put my face out there? Why? I'm just going to stay trading, making profit. I'm good. I'm happy. You know, putting my neck out there. There's going to be negativity. There's going to be haters. So it's one day I'll be thinking I should do it. And then the other day I'll be like, I shouldn't do it. I'm not going to do it. And then I just been procrastinating it forever. And then today, I'll be honest with you, it's Saturday. I had myself a nice vodka with Smirnoff and some tahini in there. Oof, tastes amazing. And maybe I'm a little, maybe one little drink gave me the feeling today to go ahead and make this video for you. All right. Well, without further ado, let's begin. All right. So as you see here on the screen, this is my account, live account with ATC brokers. They are regulated. Look them up. Withdrawals are super fast. Customer support is amazing. Haven't had any issues. I'm extremely satisfied, and they guaranteed that they will not lose their medical's license, which I love. All right, because the other brokers I was trading with, they were trying to make me trade with this new platform that is lags and then this and this and this and that. And I'm like, no, I'm not into that. No, thank you. I'm going to stick to what I know, stick to what I've been doing for years, and stick to what works. All right. That's most important. Do not go ahead and start changing things that are currently working for you. And also, I'm going to give you guys something free, which I have shown before on my Instagram. One of the main reasons why I love trading with MetaTrader is because of this little tool right here. And this is a free tool. You could go ahead and download it at, let me go ahead and show you, at earnforex.com. You go ahead and you download this free tool on your MetaTrader or MetaTrader 5, and I guarantee that your trading will change. Why? Because this little puppy allows you to quickly and very efficiently control your risk. That's the most important thing, is control your risk. It allows me to put how much I want to risk, where I want to put my take profit, where I'm going to put my stop loss, and I just simply come over here and I click one button, which is trade, and boom, the trade is on there with the controlled risk every single time without a miss. All right, that's the most important thing. This tool right here will change if you're trying to really take your trading to the next level. Okay. But obviously, your strategy has to work for this tool to work, right? This tool is not going to work if your strategy sucks. No offense. So one of the reasons why I didn't want to leave MetaTrader is because of this little freaking tool, all right? So let's move on to the next step. I want to show you, okay, so these are the accounts I have open at the moment. I'm not going to break those down. What I do want to break down are the ones that I have closed at the moment. So last week, closing down, I want to break down for you guys Euro Pound. We had three losers, which is fine. All right. Losers are just as normal as the winners. They're just as normal. They're going to happen. You're going to have 3-4 losers. It's okay. My risk to reward, and I hope that the risk to reward in your account is a positive one. What I mean by positive is your risk, your R multiple has to be at least 1 to 2. All right. If your strategy today is 1 to 1, stop. Go back to the lab, break things down, change your strategy, do some more back testing, because you're going to need to be 1 to 2 at least to survive. All right. Because you're going to have those losing streaks. Don't kid yourself. Everybody's going to have losing streaks. Every strategy has losing streaks. You don't understand. You may think, no, you have the holy grail. There's no losing streak. I back tested for 6 months. It will happen. It will. So the moment you recognize that, you're going to be a step ahead of a lot of other people. Okay. So I just want to break that down. My strategy, the way I trade today, is 1 to 2 every single trade. Every single trade is risking 1% to get 2%. Why, Alan? Why you only risk 1%? Blah blah blah. Because that's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I do. It doesn't mean you have to. You could risk 2-3%, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I sleep at night because I swing trade. All right, and I could only sleep at night knowing that I have exposed risk of maybe 3%, 4% on my $100,000 balance. Right? You do what works for you. I'm showing you what works for me, and what works for me, all right, which I also have prop funds, is risking 1%. 1% to get 2%. I'm cool. I'm smooth. I'm chill. I swing trade. Some trades take 4 or 5 days to hit it. Some trades hit on the same day, and I love those. So, I'm just rambling on. Sorry. So, just like, again, since it's my first video, I want to really break things down. All right. I'm really going to get into these videos. I'm going to express every little freaking detail of my method, of how I trade, what I do, what I've been through, the stress I go through. And that's the whole objective. I'm not here to give you no motivational quotes. I'm going to be real. Okay. So let's go out. So like I said, we're going to break down euro pound. And let's pick, what was the second winner after those little losers? It's Euro Jappy. As you see, check this out. You see that Euro Pound is a $2,200 winner, where my loser is 1,000. So guess what? My winners make up. I had, 3 losers? 1 winner already made up for 2 of them. Guess what? And then the next one, which is going to happen, USD CAD is going to be a beautiful win next week. Watch and see. And that's it. I'm already in profit. Those fucking 3, 4 are already blown away. Like, they never happened. So that's the only way to do it. Okay. So, and then the next one I want to break down for you guys is Euro Jappy, which also hit for 2,200. See, 2%, 2%, 2%, 1%, boom. So cool. You guys see the account, MetaTrader, regulated broker. This cannot be faked. This is something I wanted to mention. A lot of BS is going around today in today's market, where I have currently found out, and it's all over the place, is what? That these freaking marketers, these Forex gurus, they own their prop firms. They own they have a deal with the unregulated brokers, where they show, like, the unregulated broker gives them a deal, says, look, we'll show that you made X and X and X so you could bring more people here, so you can market your stuff. And it never really freaking happened. Never really happened. That's why I also wanted to show this and point this out and say 3, 4 times, and I'll say it again. This is a regulated broker. I have no affiliate, no connection. I don't own any brokerages. I don't own any prop firms. I am simply a trader, a swing trader. That's what I do, and that's what I love to do. Okay, so regulated brokers, you cannot, there's no BS. There's no BS. They can't make up no fake history, no fake withdrawals, none of them like that, because they wouldn't be regulated anymore, right? So check this out. Euro Jappy 22, Euro Pound 22. Before we jump in trading view and give you guys the breakdown, check out the myfxbook. myfxbook is also, the link is in the bio. All right. Link is in the bio for all the things I have mentioned. Check it out whenever you can. Everything's verified. This is the trading view. This account is actually, I'll say, 3 months old, because I started it in the end of, believe, let me see. I started in the end of October. So this account is 1, 2, 3. 3 months old, right? We're starting February, and then 10th of February today. And I'm already up 21% on this account in a matter of 3 months. Obviously, mistakes are going to happen. Things are going to happen. And January freaking sucked because I gave back 6% because I broke my rules. It's going to happen. Accept it. I'm human. You're human. You're going to break your rules sometimes. And what's going to happen is you're going to get so puffed up and cocky that you're going to have a winning streak and be like, I'm the best. I'm a beast. Boom, boom, boom. And then what happened to me last month, I ended up trading gold. I never trade freaking gold ever. I hate it. But I saw the pattern. I saw a setup. I said, this is a win for sure. For sure. This is a win. Was I wrong? It was not a win. And then that spiraled to a bad decision to lead to another bad decision. And instead of closing the month in a profitable, well, it was a profitable month, January, but instead of closing on the high 8-10%, I closed into 2% because I broke my rules. All right? It's going to happen. I have experience. I love my strategy and all this. I am disciplined as you can be. But sometimes your emotions are going to get ahead of you and you're going to get cocky. When you have 4 winners slapped back to back, you just get this feeling that you're unstoppable and you make some bad decisions. Because of that feeling, your ego gets amplified and then that leads to mistakes. But how do you survive? Well, at least for me, is sticking to 1%. Guess what? If I did not risk 1% on those bad decisions, it will be a negative month and I'll be in the shit or I'll be feeling terrible, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? I survived. And here I am about to close 8% and we're in the 10th still of the month. And I have a potential to close 15-60% this month. Because you survive. In the market, you have to do the best you can just to survive. You are in a downward spiral. Let's say you're in a losing streak. Lower your risk. Lower your lot sizes. Get through it. Survive. Every single time you are in a losing streak or in a hole, don't raise your lots. Lower it. Lower it. Trust me. Within 2-3 weeks after you lowered it, you're gonna completely forget that even happened. You're gonna look back and you're gonna say, "What the hell was that? You know, what was I even thinking?" You're not even gonna remember. You're just gonna be glad that you're out of that storm and you're gonna listen to what I just said. Be patient. Wear it out. Walk it through. You know, and it will just blow away. Trust me. Trust me. So, this is the account that I'm going to leave public. And as you can see, it's negative pips because of freaking gold. Gold, for some reason, on myfxbook, it just amplifies. Instead of being a real 100 pips on myfxbook, it's 1,000. But it's actually just like 100 pips. But no. And myfxbook adds decimals to it. And then it's 1,000 pips, 2,000 pips, which is BS, right? Whatever. If you check this account on the other 2 platforms that I have, which is MLQ5 and on the social traders, you'll see it's not negative pips, which is ridiculous. But it is what it is. So without further ado, let's get to the breakdowns. Let's go ahead, jump to TradingView. I want to first break down for you guys pound, euro pound. Let's close that out. So here, you're going to see in my trading style, I focus with 3 things. Okay. I like to get at least 2-3 confirmations. I like to have my zones. I like to have my trend line. And I also like to have my order block. Okay. My trend lines are usually from a higher time frame because those are the most effective ones and the most respected ones. So my trend lines are the green. My order zones are these little blue ones. And then the order blocks are the lines in red and blue, I'm sorry. This one you'll see a little bit different. It's a longer blue line. That's just because it's a very strong support. Okay. My order blocks, they are a half of a blue line starting from my order block, right? So it's like a ray just going through. It's not an entire line going through the entire chart. But for euro pound, I put that there for you guys to see. It's a very strong daily support. That's why the trade idea came from that. Excuse me. Bro. So you can see I also drew my little zone on the bottom, my little line. That's because I saw price respecting there, and I wanted to keep that in mind, that that was a zone, and that's probably the lowest low we were gonna get. Probably. It's a probability game. It's a probable example that that would be the lowest price it will go. It could keep going. Who knows? So I drew my support. I drew my little line there, and I drew my trend line. Okay, this is the 4-hour time frame. So as soon as I put that there, what happened? Price broke all the way up, and this is where most of the idea came from on this trade. Right here. When this happened, what happened here? Price was on the downtrend, started respecting a very strong support, started consolidating, and when that happened, that gave me an idea that price is looking for a push up, a retracement of any sort. Okay, it could be a small retracement, it could be a big retracement. I don't care. I am not looking for a home run every single time. I am not looking for this thing to retrace all the way back up to the 68%. I'm not. I'm really not. And there is swing traders that they're looking for that, but that requires a lot of time, a lot of patience. And I have developed something where I wanted to get away from that, and I just want my 2%. I just want my quick trade. How can I get at a precise entry, okay, at a precise time for me to just get my 2%? Because even if I placed and got my thing over here, excuse me, I'm getting a call. So even if I looked for a price all the way over here and price was going to go all the way back up, that's still going to be 2%, right? So I'm going to be waiting for an entire week just to get my 2%, where maybe there's got to be a better way that I could break down and get a more precise entry, and I could find a 2% in here without price even having to go to the high or to the other high, right? So that's what I developed, and that's where my strategy came from, because I wanted to stay out of having to wait for so long. So the idea came from there. Once I saw that, I wanted price to come back down, follow the zone or my order block and my trend line. Once I get those three confirmations, as price starts respecting that, I'm going to go ahead and look for a trade. I drop down to a low time frame. I wait for price to change direction. I wait for price to change direction. And once price changes direction, I put my stop loss on the previous support, and I take this thing based off my order block. Order blocks are so effective. All right. Go on YouTube after you finish watching this and study up order blocks. They are very effective for entries. Okay. The market just completely respects them all the time. So I decided to take my entries on those. And it's just, that's it. As you can see, price hasn't even gone near its potential where it could go in a week or two. Who knows? But I already made my 2% because I had a precise entry. I was very quick, okay? And I put my stop loss in risking 1%. And I was lucky enough that my 2% was right around here. Perfect. It was a perfect area to just get slapped. I'm out. I'm happy. Took my 2%. And for some reason, price on Friday decided to take a dump, which is fine. My trade would have still been alive, I believe. My stop loss was, I think, over here. And my stop loss was still over there. But what's going to happen next week? Who knows? Price could keep going all the way down. This method, this strategy doesn't work all the time. I only need it to work sometimes. It's a probability game. And I know I'm going to be winning because my winners are 2%. But price could also do what next week? Price could go ahead, come back up, test this zone, give us another entry, and boom, and go back up. But I'm still not looking for that big move. I'm not. I just want another 2%, and I'll be happy. In and out. That's it. So that was the idea. Let's break it down. Let's recap. The idea for Europon came from where? You go on a daily, you see there's a lot of support on that area. A lot. Okay. Once I drew my zones in my timeline, we got this. This right here was a bullish break from the consolidating structure, giving us an idea that maybe we could get a quick in and out on this, or maybe there's going to be a big move. Who knows? That's where the edit came from. As soon as price came back down, it started testing our zone, gave us confirmations, and we took this thing all the way up. Now, keep in mind that sometimes price is going to do what? Just keep on going from right here. Price is going to say, I'm not coming back down for those. Those that are patient, those that are following the rules, I'm not I'm not going to come back down for them. For us, for me, let's say, and it'll just keep going up, but that's fine. I'll be like, all right, market wanted to keep on going, and the risky traders will take that trade and keep on going, but that's fine. On to the next setup, because these setups, these plays happen every single day. So I don't have to be hungry and thirsty for one. I don't have to put everything on the line for one trade. And if it's wrong, which does happen, I'm wrong. That's fine. Losers are just as normal as the winners. Next setup. I have a watch list, more than 10 of them. What's next? You know, that's it. So let's break down another pair for you guys. Let's break down Euro Jappy. Euro Jappy. My girlfriend's calling me on the line, and it's so annoying. She knows I'm making a video. It's so annoying. It's like the world's got to be ending at this point for them to call you 50 times. It's like I told her I was going to do a video. Unreal. They're going to bitch it. And they bitch at you afterwards. Whatever, right? So, how do I move this stupid red line? All right. So, this is Euro Jappy. Euro Jappy, guys, as you see, and you're going to see over and over again, it is the same thing. Got my zone, check. I got my trend line, check. I got my order block, check. Oh, and this is something different that was not in the other trade, is the fib. I freaking love Fibonacci. Who doesn't? It just works. There's no reason why you shouldn't love it. It is probably the only thing that works the best in every single market of trading. In the stock market, Fibonacci works. Crypto, Fibonacci works. Trading Forex, Fibonacci works. It works in everything. There's no reason why your strategy should not have Fibonacci as a freaking confluence. There shouldn't be. There should not. It just works, okay? It doesn't matter if you're using the 50% level, the 61.8, the 38.2 for a quick runs on the retracements. It does not matter. It just freaking works. Even the 1.10 levels works, the 27%, the 61%. It is crazy how accurate the Fibonacci is. It is insane how price always touches the 0.27% and just gives you a quick rejection, and then goes ahead to the 61.8 and gives you another rejection. It is crazy. You could literally just build strategies on rejections off these zones. You really could. I am not kidding you. That's how strong and effective it is. But obviously, you have to go ahead, build a strategy, build your confluences, and then back test. You have to back test. And all your risk reward has to be 1 to 2. And if things line up and your numbers are good in the end of a back testing for a year, then hey, maybe you're onto something. Who knows? But let's get back to the topic. So Euro Jappy, I have my confluences, I have my trend line, whatever. Cool. So the trend line is on a daily time frame. It is following the bullish trend. Okay, not like the last pair where I was waiting for a rejection and then a retracement. This, I am following the trend. Okay, so price started giving us a pullback. Let me see if I can show you guys right here. Price went ahead and started giving pullback right there. Okay, started coming back, giving us a retracement on the bullish run. So once I saw that, I went ahead and I draw my trend line on the daily. And I said, okay, cool. I have my zone, I have my trend line. If price decides to come back, or sometimes there's so many things in here, you got a little lost. So if price decides to come back to my trend line, which I respected the first time, I got a first respect. If price decides to come back, test my zone, my order block and everything, then I'm taking this trade. Again, price could have just kept going up. It did not have to wait for me. But it was nice enough to come back, get us in the bus, and we took this trade. As soon as I saw my zones getting reflected, getting respected, I dropped down to a lower time frame. I usually drop down to a 15, 30 minute. And once I dropped down to a lower time frame, I waited for price to change direction, waited for a little break, pull back, boom, I'm in it. Risk 1% to get 2%. And check this out, which I have mentioned to you guys on the previous breakdown, is I am not waiting for the full run. My 2% was already done right here. Look at that. I was risking 1% to get 2% because why? My entry was so on freaking point. So on point with the order blocks that I didn't even have to wait for the entire move. Which you're probably like, oh my God, Alan, you could have just blah, blah, blah. You could have done this. You could have got more out of it. I don't care. I don't. I got my 2%. That's a win. That's a fat win. That just eliminated 2 losers, whatever the case may be. It's a win. There's always going to be trades or money left on the table. There's always going to be that. And if you let that affect you, you're going to have a hard time trading. You're going to have a terrible time. Even when your winners happen, you're not going to be happy. So what's the point? You just had winning trades, you're on profit, and you're still unhappy. And then you're over here guessing like, oh my God, I could have back in. And then you go ahead and you get in and you're like, oh yes, I got more. But guess what? As soon as you got in, price could have done this and boom, you gave your money back. Or 1%, let's say if you follow your risk reward. It's not worth it. Be happy with what the market gave you. On to the next. On to the next. That's what happened here. Price really quick on the same freaking day went ahead and slapped my TP. It was so beautiful and juicy. Like it's a freaking turn on when price just respects your zone, minimal drawdown, and boom, money in your pocket from analysis. You put your time in, you do the analysis, you do the entry, you took the risk, and the market just hands it to you. It's amazing. That's what I'm addicted to. That rush, that feeling, and also of being right. But don't let your ego get in the way. You're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong. And I would be lying if I said I'm not upset when I'm wrong. I get very upset when I'm wrong. But I have enough experience to know that if I don't swallow that sadness and let the market have 1 or 2, I'm going to have a terrible time, and I should just go ahead and sell margaritas on the beach or something, because this will not make me have a good time and be happy, and not depressed all the time. So with that said, I think we've been on here for 30. Oh, that's it. It feels like I've been talking for a while. So I think that's about it for this one. I think I covered a lot. It feels good to be sharing this with whoever's watching, and let's see, maybe things, if you guys whoever's watching this, obviously it's the first video, there's not going to be a lot of views, but it's maybe the start of something cool. Who knows, right? And that's if my girlfriend doesn't kill me. I'm gonna call her now, don't worry. So like I said, guys, any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm gonna try to do these more often. Like you see, it does take a lot of time. Like, I'm not kidding. And then now I have to upload it and then put it on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. It takes a lot of time. I'm not going to lie. But it's cool. It's cool. So, like I said, that is the account. Even if I don't do any more videos, follow the link. See where the account's going to be in 3 months from now, right? The first quarter is about to end. I'm going to end in profit. Are you going to end in profit? Are we going to end up in profit together? Hey, I guess we'll have to see, right? See you guys later.